Harry Kane has stated he is staying at Tottenham Hotspur Football Club and he could make his first start of the season tonight against Paços de Ferreira in the Europa Conference League. Tottenham Hotspur have just been drawn against Wolverhampton Wanderers in the Carabao Cup third round, and the three players that Tottenham Hotspur could sign in the next 5 days in this transfer window. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all keeping well. Only 5 days left now of this transfer window. In today's video, I'm going to go through all of the latest Tottenham news, all of the rumours and all of the reports. And if you don't subscribe to the channel as yet, please do hit that subscribe button. Just before I get into today's video, make sure that you download the OneFootball app for all of the live football scores, results and news, as well as getting all of the latest Spurs news on this channel. You can also see it all here. Download the OneFootball app to keep up to date with everything Tottenham Hotspur, club news, transfer news, match information, videos, tables and results from all around the world. Don't miss out, and please do let me know what you think of this app. I would just like to take this opportunity to thank every single one of you for nominating me for a Football Content Award 2021. I'm absolutely thrilled, delighted and extremely surprised and shocked to say that I have been shortlisted for 3 awards this year. The Best Club Content Creator, the Best Club Creator and the Best in Video. Now the finalist voting round will end at midnight on Sunday the 12th of September. The winners will be revealed at the live event at the Royal Lancaster Hotel on the 14th of October. If you would like to vote for me again in this final round, it would really be appreciated. Thank you very much indeed for all of your support. Let's start the video by talking about the Carabao Cup third round draw that took place last night. Tottenham Hotspur have been drawn against Wolverhampton Wanderers and the game will be played week commencing Monday the 20th of September. Of course, we have just beat Wolves 1-0 in the Premier League on Sunday afternoon with that Dele Alli penalty, and Nuno Espirito Santo will be returning to his former club again. Now the draw in full is as follows. Arsenal will play Wimbledon, Brentford against Oldham, Brighton against Swansea, Burnley will play Rochdale, Chelsea are at home to Aston Villa, Fulham against Leeds, Manchester City, the holders, of course, have won the competition for the past 4 seasons. They are at home to Wickham, Manchester United against West Ham, Millwall will play Leicester, Norwich against Liverpool, Preston against Cheltenham, QPR will play Everton, Sheffield United against Southampton, Watford will play Stoke, Wigan against Sunderland, and lastly, Wolves v Tottenham. Now, my thoughts on the draw for the Carabao Cup third round. Wolves away. Of course, we've just beaten Wolves 1-0 at Molineux Sunday afternoon in the Premier League. So there is absolutely no reason why Tottenham can't go to Molineux again and get a result. Of course, Harry Kane played around 20 minutes in the game on Sunday. So if Harry Kane was in the team, if Tottenham Hotspur and Nuno Espirito Santo are to take this competition seriously and try and go one better than last season and actually win and lift this trophy, it would be fantastic. It's all what team Nuno Espirito Santo will put out in this competition. Personally, I'm hoping that we take this competition very seriously. Of course, this competition is the last domestic trophy that Tottenham Hotspur won back in 2008, 13 long years. And for those of you who watch this channel on a regular basis, I go on about trophies all the time, in most videos actually, because 13 years without a trophy at a club like ours is far too long. So I'm really hoping that the trophies are coming very soon and in the near future. Hoping that Nuno Espirito Santo will lift a trophy in his first season. With that said, in an ideal world, it would have been a home draw and it would have been against a team in a lower division, certainly not a Premier League team and certainly not Wolves away on a Tuesday or a Wednesday night in the League Cup. But, we've done it before and, as I say, we got into the final last season and we lost in the final against Manchester City. So let's hope that we can go one better this year and lift the cup. But Wolves away, it's going to be a tough game, but I'm sure that we can win and go through to the 4th round. Now, I did a separate video yesterday all about the Harry Kane news, and this is such fantastic news. I'm going to read it again. Harry Kane tweeted yesterday and put out on his Instagram yesterday afternoon. He said the following: "It was incredible to see the reception from the Spurs fans on Sunday and to read some of the messages of support I've had in the last few weeks. I will be staying at Tottenham this summer and will be 100% focused on helping the team achieve success." Now, my thoughts on this: I'm absolutely delighted and haven't stopped smiling. If you saw an interview that I did with Sky Sports News last night, you will see exactly what I mean, because haven't stopped smiling about this news. I'm absolutely delighted that Harry Kane has chosen to stay at Spurs, give his all, give 100%, and as he says there, 100% focus on helping the team achieve success. That is exactly what we want as Tottenham Hotspur fans. The board wants success, the fans want success, and the players want success. So I'm hoping that this season can be successful. And when I say successful, you know, it's all about getting back in those Champions League spots, because when you think about it, you know, 4 or 5 years ago, we were challenging for the Premier League title. 2 years ago, we were in a Champions League final. Last season, we were playing Europa League football, and this season, we are playing Europa Conference League football. It is not where we want to be. We want to be back in the Champions League, and we are only going to get back in the Champions League by having players like Harry Kane in our squad, and ultimately in our starting 11. And I'm absolutely delighted with this news, because onwards and upwards, you know, there is now 5 days left of this transfer window, and if Tottenham Hotspur can get some decent business done in the next 5 days, we could be a real force and perhaps even challenge for a trophy. An FA Cup, a League Cup, Europa Conference League, you know, who knows, and, you know, get that top 4 spot as well. But in my opinion, I still think that we need a right back. I still think that we need another centre back, a creative midfielder and a striker. Whether we get all of these players in all of these positions, who knows? But I'm hoping and praying that it's going to be a very busy 5 days for Fabio Paratici, Steve Hitchen, Nuno Espirito Santo and Daniel Levy, because we do need new players in, and of course there are a good few players still to leave the club as well. You know, Ndombele, Moussa Sissoko, Serge Aurier. I don't think it's you know, I don't think that they are in Nuno Espirito Santo's plan. So you know, if we can get some decent money in for these players as well, it would certainly you know, put more money in the pot for us to go out and sign some real quality players. A good win for the Tottenham Hotspur women on Wednesday. The Spurs women continued their pre-season preparations in style as they put 6 past Celtic Football Club at St George's Park. Midfielder Graham starred in the rout as she netted twice against the Scottish Women's Premier League side, while Naz also got on the score sheet. It was a memorable afternoon for our new signings, Ale, Clemeron and Tang, who all netted their first goals for the club. The Tottenham Hotspur women actually kick off their Barclays Super League season this Saturday at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium against Birmingham City Women. I think that tickets are still available on the club's website, so if you would like to go to the game at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium this Saturday, visit the club's website and you should be able to purchase tickets. A report has been published by Shoot, and they are looking at 3 players that Tottenham Hotspur could sign in the next 5 days before the transfer window closes on the 31st of August. The first one is Adama Traoré, the Wolves winger. As per the Guardian newspaper, Spurs boss Nuno Espirito Santo is reportedly keen on a reunion with the Spanish winger. The 25-year-old is apparently top of the Spurs boss wish list as he chases an attacker who can play out wide or through the middle. The report then states it is believed that Wolves value the winger, who has 2 years remaining on his current contract, at around £40 million. The next one is Houssem Aouar. The relentless speculation linking Lyon midfielder Houssem Aouar with a move to the Premier League has been a saga that has dominated the past few transfer windows. Yet with less than a week to go, previous rumours of a move to Liverpool or Arsenal have cooled. Instead, it appears that the Frenchman may well be on his way to Tottenham. According to Sky Sports, the London club have already held informal talks with the Frenchman's representatives with a view to taking him to the capital. Aouar could fill the void left by Christian Eriksen, who departed for Inter Milan last year. The player, who has 2 years left on his current deal, is reportedly weighing things up before making a decision. The third player on this list is Luis Díaz, and it says, similar to the rumours linking Nuno Espirito Santo with a raid on former side Wolves, speculation is now suggesting that the manager could instead look to his previous side, Porto, with winger Luis Díaz a prime target. And according to reports in Italy, Nuno Espirito Santo is a keen admirer of the 24-year-old and is plotting a move for the player in the coming days. The player reportedly has a release clause of around £68 million in his current deal and has also attracted interest from fellow London club Chelsea. The winger has demonstrated serious attacking threat since arriving in Porto from Junior FC in 2019. Now, my thoughts on these three possible signings, as this report from Shoot stated about leaving that void that Christian Eriksen has left. Ever since Christian Eriksen has left, I think that we have really missed a creative midfielder, and no one has seemed to have stepped up to the mark and filled the boots of Christian Eriksen. And I think that if we didn't sign all of the players that a lot of us fans feel that we need, another centre-back, a right-back, a creative midfielder and a striker, I still believe that we need that creative midfielder, that link-up play, where Harry Kane drops deep so often. Harry Kane should be in the box a whole lot more. He'd score so many more goals for us if he had a creative midfielder behind him, someone like Eriksen, creating chances again and again and again. Defensively, I still believe that, even if we only brought in one more defender, it has to be a centre-back. Right back, I believe that, if Serge Aurier don't go out the door, he is available to use. Matt Doherty is available to use. Javat Tanganga has played very well in the 2 games. Of course, he got Man of the Match award against Manchester City on the opening weekend of the season. We do have players that can cover that area. So if we was only to bring in one more defender, it must be a centre-back. It must be a creative midfielder as well. And I still believe that we need another striker. Now, of course, we know Harry Kane is staying. Another striker is an absolute must. Carlos Vinicius has gone back to his respective club, Benfica. Of course, spent last season on loan. And we do not want to be in that position again where we do not have another striker. If Harry Kane gets injured or he needs a rest because we're playing in too many competitions, we need another striker to come in. Yes, we've got Dane Scarlett, but I think it's unfair at this stage to put so much pressure on such a young player to play in important games if Harry Kane was out injured. Heung-min Son always steps up to the mark, yes, but an out-and-out striker is exactly what we need. And that's why I feel gutted as well, that the fact that we missed out on a very cheap deal for Danny Ings, £25 million, and you're guaranteed goals with someone like Danny Ings. But if Tottenham, don't do that much business in the next 5 days, I think the minimum that we need is a striker, a creative midfielder, and another centre-back. So interesting times ahead. 5 days to go. As I keep saying, I'm hoping that these next 5 days are very, very busy. And lastly, Tottenham Hotspur will be in action later on today. 7:45 kickoff against Portuguese side Paços de Ferreira. Of course, back in action in the Europa Conference League. 1-0 down on aggregate at the moment. We need to win this game tonight in order to qualify for the group stages. And then if we do, the draw will be taking place on Friday. Now, Harry Kane could make his first start of the season for Tottenham in our game tonight. On Wednesday afternoon, Tottenham Hotspur boss Nuno Espirito Santo was talking about Harry Kane staying at the club beyond this summer and talking about him possibly playing in the game tonight in the Europa Conference League. He said Harry Kane is an option. It is great news for everybody. Let's see. We've had a great training session with the boys involved. We will have to decide the starting 11 for tomorrow. So it'll be very interesting to see what team and squad that Nuno Espirito Santo chooses, because in the game last week, in the first leg, Nuno put out 11 players that didn't feature or didn't start in the Manchester City game in the weekend before in the Premier League against Manchester City. This week, Nuno Espirito Santo has said this week is totally different. We're all together and this allows us to make different decisions. It is a must-win game and we need to decide it tomorrow. So that means that Nuno could be putting in a number of first-team players. Now, my thoughts on tonight's game, I would actually go all out to win this game because I believe that we need European football. I know a lot of people who have stated that, you know, it's a third-rate European competition, just get out of it and concentrate on the Premier League. I know a lot of people who have said that to me, but it is a European competition. I think that we should take this fairly seriously and go all out to win it. We haven't won a European trophy since 1984. That is a very, very long time. It is a very nice trophy. And, you know, why can't Tottenham Hotspur go on to win this trophy and pick it up at the end of the season? Why not? You know, we've got more than enough quality in our team. And, you know, no disrespect, but some of these teams in this competition, Tottenham should be turning them over and getting the job done comfortably. So I'm all for this trophy, and I hope that Nuno Espirito Santo puts out a fairly decent team to get the job done this evening, and then we are in that draw for the group stages on Friday. Thanks for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do let me know all of your thoughts and comments in the comment section below on everything I've spoken about in today's video. If you don't subscribe to the channel as yet, please do hit that subscribe button. I'll see you on the next video. Until then, come on you Spurs.